With the blast shield down, I can't even see. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. We're using a different lens today for fun. I actually just wanted to see what a wider lens would do. This is the stock lens for my camera, so it's a little less fancy than the zoomed in one. But like I said, it's less zoomed in. So, I mean, you guys could see my shoulders. You didn't know I had shoulders, did you? You had no proof. So here's the thing, guys. Galaxy of Heroes is changing. Times are changing, and this isn't the first time that's happened, but it is the first time that something this dramatic has happened for a very long time. Datacrons are going to change every single interaction that we have in this game. GAC and Territory Wars will never be the same as it used to be. All of our previously understood squads and the CLS team, the Mon Mothma team, some of them may survive intact, mostly. Some of them are going to change dramatically. We're going to be adding random characters to things just to fit certain molds to make sure that we hit the relic levels that are required. And, I mean, I don't know. So I tend to be a more positive guy. I don't like to just be reactionary before I've seen something in progress, and I'm not going to say that anything I am spouting right now is definitive, because it's just not. It's not. I'm just trying to figure out what my own feelings are. I'm nervous, guys. I'm very nervous about the future of this game, and it's not that I'm saying that this game is going to shut down. I think that CG has steered the game this long and made a lot of decisions that I know that a lot of people are going to say were like they've never made a good decision, but you can't stay in business this long without making good decisions. People who say that this is just alive because of the IP, I've said it a ton of times before, but just because Star Wars is cool is not good enough. Like, that's just not enough. There's been a lot of mobile Star Wars games that were very cool. I loved Star Wars Uprising. I played that one before this, and it couldn't make enough money, and it died because Star Wars is cool isn't enough. People it doesn't hold interest. If the gameplay isn't good, then just because you wrap it in a Star Wars skin doesn't save crap gameplay. So this game is good on a lot of its own merits. CG has made a lot of good decisions on an objective level. They've kept it around for a long time, and I mean, some people might hate it. That's all subjective, of course. But at the end of the day, I mean, I like to keep an even keel and see what CG is going to do, because usually whatever they choose makes the game better. I'm just not convinced that this Datacron stuff is going to make the game better. I'm not sure that this is what players wanted in the first place. Frankly, I mean, there's a ton of problematic issues with it right now, without even looking at the fact that, like, they can't let Watt in the game to have plug-and-play ignore defense, but they can just add blanket Datacrons where they change the mechanics of how a team works on a really fundamental level. Just at like level 4 or whatever it is, like surprise, or level 3. I don't know which level it is, guys. I'll have to look it up. But hey, look, you can just plug and play this game mechanic for this whole squad. And CG, when Heinze interviewed Crumb the other day on his channel, Crumb was like, yeah, if it's broken, we'll just wait for 3 months till it cycles out. Like, openly acknowledging that if there's a bad interaction, they don't really care. They're just going to wait. And from a competitive player's standpoint, that's pretty cringy. It's like, hey, this is broken, but don't worry, it'll autocorrect. But what's to stop him from making another broken interaction? I mean, they can't police this. This is too big. There's too many characters, too many crazy kits, too many, and that they're adding mechanics, like plug-and-play mechanics to it, and plug-and-play stats. It's madness. Like, from a competitive standpoint, this just seems like chaos. Which, I mean, my channel's going to benefit from this, probably, more than other channels, which, I can't complain on a business level, but I just have to worry that my game my passion for this game is going to be eroded a little bit. And so, I mean, yeah, and so I say I wasn't going to mention it, but that's that's one of the cruxes, guys. It's going to change all of our interactions. All of the squads that we know are just going to be pretty different. And I'm also worried, guys. So Datacrons are going to make everyone mad. They're going to piss everyone off because I already hear it. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard it. I'm sure a lot of you have spouted it, and that's fine. We're all passionate about this game in different ways. We can all be dicks about it or not as we choose, but at the end of the day, like, we all feel strongly about this game and enough to discuss it, sometimes strenuously. But the thing is, at the end of the day, like, we're all feeling these emotions about this game because, I mean, it doesn't feel great if you're a mid-range player and the people who spend money just continue to widen the gap. I mean, never mind the fact that the people who are spending money are constantly widening the gap, and you just don't, they're so far above you in a way, like not in any kind of like they're better than you kind of way, but their account, I spend a lot of money on this game just to keep up a little bit, but I can't. The really serious spenders outspend me every month, and I can't even catch up, even though I spend an amount of money that a lot of people would consider to be irresponsible on this game. And no, it's not just like free money because I make content, because I spend a lot of hours making content. You know, I earn the money that I make. I'd like to pay off my car instead. But here's the thing, guys. It's I spend enough money on it, and I still can't catch up. I can't do it. So, but it feels crappy for mid-range players to feel like, well, the gap gets bigger, the gap widens. I can't ever catch up, and that, I mean, that's kind of how this game works. But at the same time, I mean, it feels crappy. That's just another reminder of your lowly status as free-to-play or whatever. I mean, Professor X will never catch up, especially my alt. There's just no way. So, I mean, and they are not even giving us, I mean, people have been mentioning it a lot, and it's extremely valid. CG said that they were going to keep rolling out more catch-up mechanics. They even mentioned it a couple more updates in a row. Like, yeah, we're gonna keep giving it to you. You know, they rolled out most of 1.0, maybe all of it. I'm not sure, but they certainly haven't started at 2.0, and now they've just gone radio silent about it. People at you know, the Star Wars Celebration, they talked to CG and they said, "Oh no, that's already been done. We're good." And maybe they knew what they were talking about, maybe they didn't. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't see any mention of it anywhere on any of their posts anymore. And I mean, if we're gonna have a thriving game, we need catch-up mechanics, especially now with Datacrons. On the other hand, guys, the other people who are pissed off are the Krakens, who don't like having their money just deleted. I mean, if I want to spend $150 to get one of my Relic 8 characters to Relic 9, I mean, that may be foolish of me, and maybe not, depending on my financial status, but at the same time, if I want to spend that money, at least I'll have a character who stays at Relic 9 forever. Like, he'll be Relic 9 until the game closes. If I decide to spend $150 on Datacron things to upgrade them, then CG will, they'll be the Bill Lumberg here and steal my stapler. They'll just be like, I'll just take that, and it'll be gone. Like, no, hand it over. Hand that crap over right now. Right now. You can tell I have kids, but here's the thing, guys. That's what it's gonna be, though. And it's like, but wait, I spent $150. They're like, yeah, and we will spend that money as we see fit. So thank you. That will be such a good amount of money for us to be able to spend, unless you want to spend more. And, you know, and the Krakens are like, wait, like, you want me to spend thousands of dollars on this stuff just to have a super temporary advantage? Like collectors have no interest in this. They don't care because it's temporary. Like, you know, introduce a cool new character, cool new, like, add vehicles to the game, something like that. Collectors will be like, hell yeah, let me spend $2,000 on an AT-AT. Yeah, we'll do that. CG's like, hey, we have things that'll increase your stats temporarily and change the basic mechanics of your squads. And the collectors are like, wait, the basic what now? Like, they don't care. They don't care. In fact, they don't want it. They're like, wait, I thought Jolie acted like this, and they're like, no, Jolie's an attacker now because of his data whatever cron, his Necron, whatever it is. Like, okay, he's like that for a while, so we have to remod characters because of this. We have to do all this, you know. We have to do all this plan. Like, this is more engagement as well. Like, they want us to spend more time in game. But what are they deleting? What are they getting rid of in the game at all? Like, what game mode is made easier? Like, are they going to let us sim territory battles? No, absolutely not. Are they going to let us sim more raids? Like, they said they were going to let us sim Sith raid. But that's not happening that I've seen. I mean, they keep saying it. People keep spouting it like, oh yeah, it's coming. But, like, is it? They said that it was coming kind of soon. Like, over a year ago, I think. It's been a while, at least. And, you know, they can't even add ship loadouts to the game, guys. And we're tying ourselves to this game and hoping that the game is going to continue to put out really good content, and it really might. I just feel really concerned because I mean, at what point do people stop caring about what happens in the game? Like, at what point do people say, okay, all right, so I have mods, I have all these characters and their relics, I have, you know, some Galactic Legends, I have Datacrons, I have all these different aspects, I want to play GAC. Okay, I'm just going to take all of my cool stuff, all of my good stuff for offense. We're just going to go and delete my opponent's zones. And hopefully I'm more efficient. And if I go 6 and 6, fine. But they just mail it in. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are like that anyways. But, like, if it's that way on a wide scale and people don't care about the results of what they're doing, how soon until they just, like, stop doing it at all? They're like, oh, I didn't play GAC yesterday, and I saved 2 hours. I saved 3 hours. Like, great. Cool, that was nice. I could spend time with my family, you know. Who has time? Who has time for this, to plan all this stuff? And, you know, that you're like, oh, hey, I want more Datacrons. Let's go spend money. And then CG's like, well, we just deleted your money, you know, 3 months later. But sure, like, your money's deleted. Thank you. Please come again. And, I mean, and ultimately, what are Datacrons other than, like, another layer of mods? Mods are already unpopular. I already don't love doing mods, like, just because I'm good at them, just because I'm engaged with them, and because I do think that they make the game better overall. Like, they make you able to customize your roster. Like, you can't customize your roster with temporary stuff. Like, it feels bad, man. I hate it. I don't like the idea of my stuff being deleted, and people who spend money on this game are gonna feel the same way. They just are. Like, they don't want their stuff to be deleted. And what happens? Like, is this going to start like some crazy arms race in territory wars? I don't know. Like, some of these guilds are pretty competitive. My guess is not. My guess is that it's just going to be a huge headache if more people get kicked out of their guilds because they suck at the game and don't know how to compensate for Datacrons that are going to be on enemy squads that no officer who is sane is going to actually be able to scout and account for. So, I mean, I don't know. What happens, guys? People are like, you know what, okay, I tolerated mods, but now I have another level of mods, and now actually I have to change my mods to deal with these new mods, like the Datacrons, because they fundamentally change how the squad works. It's like, hey, I want a lot of potency on Iden now, so I guess I'll remod her to have potency, so that I might get more potency with the Datacron, and whatever, guys. I mean, it's like, Datacrons are going to be remodding your roster. You're going to be remodding your roster because of Datacrons. You're going to be remodding your roster because Datacrons expire after 3 months. You have to change them back to where they were, or maybe the new season is going to tell you how they have to do it. And if you want to have good mod management, you have to spend money for a third-party company. Like, I mean, Hot Sauce is great. The Hot Utils app, it's wonderful. It really is. But you have to spend $10 a month. Who wants to do that? Ain't nobody got time for that. And honestly, like, what happens when people do just start mailing it in GAC and Territory Wars? Because right now, territory battles suck. Like, it's already been solved. The Inquisitors, the big, awesome new squad that's come out, CG has given us no hype around it at all. Like, the squad may end up being really good, and that'll be fine. That'll be fun when that happens, I guess. But I have no excitement about Inquisitors. Like, I just know that they do a lot of debuffs and they do like no damage. That's what I know about Inquisitors. I know that I played the Galactic Challenge today, and my whole squad got deleted with Relic 5. They were all Relic 5. They got deleted with the first shot from Dash in the Galactic Challenge. Like, that's a good way to sell your game, CG. Like, a good way to sell your fancy new squad by having them be deleted by one AoE at the opening that you can't outspeed. So that's pretty cool. And then, so territory battles aren't fun. Inquisition aren't fun. Like, the new squads aren't. GAC and Territory Wars are too complex now because of the additional, it's like the next level of mods, and CG's deleting our money for this new, for the honor of playing this new game mode. I don't know. There are probably things I wanted to say that I forgot to say, but let me know what you guys think. I'm a little happy that I had the opportunity to vent just a little bit, guys. I'm nervous. I don't think this is the end. I think ultimately that CG probably made the right decision for it, or at least part of it. I'm sure there are elements we'll like. I don't know. That this is just such a crazy big change, and I am having trouble wrapping my mind around it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you feel the same. Maybe I'm crazy, and you guys can tell me. Let me know. Respectful discussion, folks. Would love to hear what you have to say. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.